Students, today we are going to start the new topic, that is square and square roots. So first we will try to understand what you mean by square. So square is that number which will get by multiplying a natural number by itself, and the product we will get is the square number, right? That product is the square number or the perfect square. Suppose if we are multiplying natural number 2 by 2 and we are getting 4, so 4 is a square. 5 into 5, 25 is a square. Now let's see what is the properties of the square numbers. So the properties of the square numbers are: first, all square number ends with the 0, 1, right? 4, 5, 6 or 9 only at the unit place. It means that if you are taking perfect squares, right, that we know that every square at the end having the last digit 1, 4, 5, 6, 9. Suppose 361 is a perfect square, it is a square of, that is 18. This 64 is 8 and 25 is 5. So last digit, see there, last digit 5, 4, and this 19 square 361, 1. So they all having 1, 4, 5. If I am taking the next square 36 and 49, so last digits are 6 and 9. So this is the property of a square numbers having the last digit 0, 1, 4, 5, 6. But it is not necessary that it would be perfect square who's having the 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9. There are some exceptions, that is 10, 21, 12, 34, 325, 146 and 209. They all have the last digit 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 and 9. But they are not perfect because after finding their factors, you are not able to find their square root, right? Now next, square number can have only even number of zeros at the end. It means that if suppose I am taking the example of 100, so number of zeros are even, so it is a perfect square or square number. Suppose I am taking 10, so it is not perfect because it is having the odd number of zeros. Suppose I am taking 10,000, then it is a perfect square. Like that, every perfect number having the even number of zeros. Now our next heading of the topic, that is square root. So what do you mean by square root? It is the inverse process, we can say, of finding, that is square. If you are finding the square by multiplying a number to itself and the product is the square, then when you are putting a square root sign on that square, then you will get the number of which it is a square. Suppose we want to find the square of n square. So I want to take it in the square root sign, and then I will find by doing that n into n. So hence the n is repeating here 2 times, even number of times, so I am taking n outside the square root, and therefore we can say that square root of n square is n, right? Likewise we can also find by taking the number. Suppose I want to find the square root of 25, so I will take 5 into 5. I should know the factor of that 25, and square root is 5. So in this way we can understand what you mean by square root. Suppose I am taking one number, that is 1069, and I want to check that is it a square. Then first I will find the squares of that number whose square is nearer to 1069. So I know the square 30 square is 931, 961, right? Then in this way 32, 1024. So I know that it is nearer to 32. So 32 square is equal to 1024 and 33 1089. Now see that in between these two square there is no square lying, so it means that 1069 is not a perfect square, right? Because if a number is having a last digit 9, it doesn't mean that it is a perfect square. That we have to conclude here. It is having the last digit 9, but it is not a perfect square because it is not in the list of perfect square, right? So in between this 1024 and 1089 there is no perfect square, and because of that it is not a perfect square. So on the today's introduction, you can able to solve the homework of exercise 6.1, question number 1 and question number 2. Thank you.